Game 2 of Friday night footy. It's the South Sydney Rabbitohs hosting the Brisbane Broncos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel here. We touched 1,000 subscribers over the weekend. We're already blown past that. Let's make this next 1,000 go even quicker. Now, who do you take in this game? How much does this recency bias play a role of these two teams getting belted, both of them last weekend? The South Sydney Rabbitohs 30-4 by the Knights, and Brisbane, I think it was 30-something to 8 by the Panthers. Now, I think over the last few weeks, you can look at the strength of opponent of these two teams and you say, okay, which team has fared better against stronger opponents? And that's Brisbane. I'm going to take them to cover the 10.5 point line. It is a little bit higher than what I wanted. The predictive modelling that we have for this game has it around 8 points. And that's taking into account all of South's games this year, all of the Broncos games this year, 8 points. So I'm a little bit nervous on this one, but I couldn't bear to go with South Sydney, and I didn't want to look at any of the other margins. So we're going to take Brisbane 10.5. I'm going to take the game total over. And I'm a little bit stronger on the game total than I am the line, because Souths are getting Latrell Mitchell back. They are getting, who else is coming back? Let me look at the team news. Jamie Humphries at halfback. This could be a very defining moment for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. If he can return to that form that he had earlier in the season, then they can produce points. Question is if the defense is going to be able to hold off the Brisbane Broncos. I've got Xavier Willison to score a try in this one. Anytime try scorer, you're getting him at $4, and also first try scorer at 21. So shop around for those numbers. Head over to bets.com.au to get the best number on there, right in this article. I think you can click on a link in the description or something, or if you're already on the page, click in. He scored 3 tries this season. 1 try as a first try scorer as well. And Brisbane have scored first try in 3 straight games, 6 of 9 this season. The Souths have allowed first try in 3 straight games, and also 5 of 9 this season. So trends pointing in the right direction for a Brisbane first try. And I think Souths allow 52% of their tries this season. 49% on the right edge, which is opposite Xavier Willison, and Brisbane scored 52% of their tries down that edge. You've also got Shibasaki, I think Jesse Arthur's on that edge. But if Willison sees a gap, he's going to go for it, as you've seen against, who was it that he scored against? The Bulldogs 2 weeks ago. These two teams met on 12 occasions since the beginning of 2019. Souths actually have a 7-5 advantage in the wins and loss column, but Brisbane have won 4 of the last 6, so they have more recent form. They split the games last year, each winning on their home field. As I said, both teams embarrassed by their opponents last week, but South Sydney just don't have the ability, I think, with this lineup they have and so many injuries and players in and out. They don't have the cattle to line up defensively against just such a potent attack that the Brisbane Broncos have. So South is 17 in opposition run meters, 15th in opposition possession, 15th in opposition line breaks, and allow a try for every 7.3 tackles that a team has within the red zone, which is pretty low or pretty high. So it's a very few amount of tries, tackles per try. Brisbane, their meter readers, you've got Payne Haas, Paddy Carrigan. The back rowers are a bit on and off this season, but the back 3 have been chewing up meters as well. So you're going to get Brisbane attacking the line. You're going to get them in try-scoring positions. And it's just a question is which team turns up. They've been a little bit inconsistent on this scoring end throughout the start of this season, the first third of this season. But when they click, boy, do they click. And I think they'll have a bit of a rev up from the thrashing they received last weekend, and they'll be ready to attack the South Sydney defense, which is a little bit flimsy right now. As I said, can't understate the return of Latrell Mitchell and Jamie Humphries to this team. And that's kind of what pushed me to be a little bit nervous about the line. But I think South, if they get an opportunity to score, then you can count on these guys to really try their best. And maybe South just touch over their team total a little bit, which would push the game total over. So that's the one we like. Brisbane Broncos to cover won and covered in 4 of the last 6 versus the Rabbitohs. Game total over. Xavier Willison to score a try and first try scorer. They're the Friday night games. Don't forget to check out the Newcastle Gold Coast video that I've done as well, and all the other videos on this channel. We love it. Happy punting.